I've got an idea.
You are my favorite evil queen.
Me too.
Oh my god.
I'm also my favorite. We have so much in common.
Austin, why on earth did you hit that woman?
Right, let me show you, baby. That ain't no woman. It's a man. It's one of Dr. Evil's assassins.
Hello kitties, it's your friendly neighborhood watchman here with you today to bring you this article concerning who else but the Disney company, who can't seem to stay out of the news, and for all the wrong reasons.
What you talking about?
This time it's reported that the evil queen from Snow White,
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
at Disney World is being played by a man. What? Now, a man playing a woman in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, depending on the circumstances. For example, in Japan, their kabuki theater, the men also play the roles of women. But that's cultural, that's tradition. It's been that way. In the beginning, from what I read, the theater had men and women acting and playing roles. But that changed over time. And once it did, it's been men playing both roles. And in ancient Greece, only men could participate in the arts and in theater. So they created their tradition of only men playing women roles. But that's not America today. We have women actors and are fully capable of playing women roles. And when it comes to Disney and their track record and their own admittance of pushing DEI and their woke nonsense, they cannot be given the benefit of the doubt. This is being done to blur the lines, especially when it comes to children visiting the theme park. It goes along with their agenda, their quote, gender fluidity, end quote, and genders being non-binary. But we common sense folks, we know that's a load of bullshit, and we call it out, much to their chagrin. And the accusations no longer faze us, being called racist, transphobe, Islamophobe, misogynist, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get into this article from Breitbart with the byline by David Eng and the heading reports Disney World casts male performer as evil queen from Snow White because there is a shortage of females in Florida. Don't you know? Walt Disney World in Florida appears to have cast a man to play the evil queen from Snow White in drag at its Wilderness Lodge resort, according to a viral video showing the performer. In addition, that park place, a site devoted to Disney theme parks, reported that a family who dined at the Wilderness Lodge also encountered the performer, with the father telling the site, quote, that the evil queen, without a doubt, had a man's voice, end quote. He was like, damn, that Adam's apple is bigger than a poison apple she wound up giving Snow White in the classic animated film, for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Disney's Wilderness Lodge in Orlando is a resort that offers visitors several dining experiences. You got that right.
He ain't lying.
One of which features a Snow White character meet and greet. And don't be surprised if that one's being played by a man too.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What are you on today?
Snow White.
I'm good. How are you, Snow White?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. And who did you bring with you today?
This is my husband. We're celebrating our wedding anniversary.
Oh my goodness, you brought your true love with you today.
I did.
Did you all meet at the wishing well too?
Well, he proposed to me by a wishing well.
Oh my goodness, I knew we had so much in common.
Yeah, you and a hubby are both men.
Daddy, chill.
In the viral video, the evil queen performer greets a visitor who enthuses over the character. And here's a tweet. A family has reached out to the park. From WD Pro, a family has reached out to that park place claiming they spent over $300 on a character meet and greet dinner at Walt Disney World. only to discover the evil queen character was almost certainly a biological male, whether he associates himself as being a real queen, notwithstanding.
Hi! I love you. You are my favorite evil queen. Oh my god.
I'm also my favorite. We have so much in common.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's take a picture.
This represents the first time we've heard of Disney using a biological male to play an iconic biological female face character in the parks. Well, sadly, the joke was on that family. But I digress. That park place said a family reached out to tell about its encounter with what appears to be the same performer. It was kind of loud inside, so I couldn't really hear what the character was saying until I got face to face, typical conversation distance of a few feet. And then it hit me that the evil queen, without a doubt, had a man's voice. The father told the site. He added that he later spoke to a manager who stated, "I can assure you that she is a woman, because that is what he identifies himself as." He thought to himself. When asked if the performer was a biological male, the manager reportedly replied, "I'm sorry, sir, I cannot answer that." Well, you just kinda did without actually saying so. This wouldn't be the first time that Disney has allowed drag performers to entertain its theme park guests. As Breitbart News reported, Disneyland in Anaheim featured a male employee dressed in drag and greeting children at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where young girls can receive makeovers as their favorite Disney princesses.
Daddy, chill.
I'm sure they allow young boys now too. I'm just saying, I had made a video about that nonsense too. But I digress. The Walt Disney Company has been aggressively pushing gender nonconformity in its entertainment aimed at children. Exactly what I said at the beginning of this video. Disney has created multiple transgender characters for its children's shows and even hosted a Pride-themed musical special starring drag queen Nina West. Never heard of him. The company has also been working to make its park more gender neutral in recent years. One of the biggest changes was the elimination of Disney's iconic greeting, quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls," end quote. Now, Disney parks address guests as, quote, "dreamers of all ages," end quote. Parks also feature gender-neutral restrooms. Of course they do. It's showing your granddaddy's Disney. If Walt Disney wasn't already dead, he'd die again, knowing what was going on with his company and these parks. But I digress, and as we usually do, when we have time and the opportunity, we'll read some reader comments. First up, we have from Rhonda Ellis. "A cross-dressing evil queen is spot on. Most trans are nasty creatures."
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Please! Jesus Christ.
Believe me, replies, "I don't think Walt would approve." That's just what I said. "It's been downhill since they merged with Cap Cities, ABC+. If Walt returned, he'd junk punch every executive and upper-level manager as they were escorted off the property. They ruined his life's dream." Hear, hear, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that comment was from Novel Concepts. Media Blaster goes on to say, "I'm waiting for Disney to introduce their new mouse couple, Mickey and Vinny." Mickey and Vinny. Don't give them any ideas, really. Novel Concepts responds, "Mickey and Tyrone. Vinny isn't ethnically diverse enough." Darwin Lakota says, "What are you talking about? Mickey Mouse is black."
Oh, that does it!
G-Man opines, "I have no sympathy for the people who are going to Disney spending $300 on dinner to be encountered by a drag queen. That was your own stupidity in the making. No sane parents should be taking their children to Disney World or their movies either. If you do, you're part of the grooming problem." You could not imagine people saying that 20, 30 years ago.
Wonderful world of Disney, part of your family for 25 years.
It was the opposite. You would happily take your children to watch Disney movies or go to the theme parks. But this is the bizarro world we're living in nowadays. Thanks to the left. Jane says, it's been 35 years on Disney boycotting. I haven't missed a thing. Neither did my kids. It makes me smile with every loss they are taking. Been a long time to see their demise, but it's worth it to keep my kids from their filth. That kid from Kindergarten Cop says, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. F Joe Biden and F Disneycrats. And last but not least, we'll end it here with Sylvia's, I agree with you, but I don't think we're seeing their demise yet. No, Disney has a lot of capital. They can afford to hemorrhage money for quite a while. But their cash isn't infinite, so they keep insisting on this woke crap, and they keep losing money the way they have been, and the stock's going down. Sooner or later, they will be brought to their knees. But they won't change their stance until and unless that happens, where bankruptcy is coming upon them. So folks, that's the end of this video. If you agree, hit that like button, comment, share your thoughts if you have any on Disney's doubling down on their woke nonsense. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell so that you'll always be forewarned whenever I'm about ready to drop another video. And as always, stay safe and I bid you peace.
Now, you've drawn a lot of characters that ended up on the big screen and in TV shows.
That's true. Why haven't I gotten royalties for those?
Oh, you don't? You don't get royalties?
No, I get royalties now and then. But when you think of how much it should be, I should get big royalties.
Someone needs to make a call for you.
I think so. No, when they come and they give me a royalty check, like Ra's al Ghul, who was the villain of the first of the last 3 Batman movies, when they did that movie, the publisher of DC Comics came over and gave me $100,000. Gave me a check, handed it to me. Right? There was no contract.
Do you have any say in
but when they had Marvel had Havoc appear in a couple of movies, nothing, not a dime.
Now why is that?
I created Havoc because there are a bunch of jerks over at Marvel. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but you know what? DC Comics, $100,000. Marvel, nothing.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right to me.
No.
What is it about DC that's so nice and so bad about Marvel? I don't get it.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Maybe it's Disney. Huh?
I'll make a call for you, Neil. I'll make a call. We'll set it up.
Guys at Marvel, we want checks for those Havoc appearances.
Yeah, it'll be a conference call, and I'll dial you in.